sure we turn on the chat. La 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 la. Okay. Happy New Year. We're gonna wait for everybody to log in. Looks like we already have viewers. Yay. Or viewer. See how bad my eyesight is. So, I'm gonna just give it a few more minutes, and if you are tuning in for the first time, I'm your host, I'm Marci Geller, and I'm very excited to, there we go, watching a Vaseline commercial. Awesome. Alright, so we'll wait for the Vaseline commercial to end because that's really weird. I'm going to just put a little message. I see we've got a few viewers now. I'm going to type a message for anybody who is seeing the commercial. So just bear with me 1 second and say, hi, Marci is here, waiting for commercial to end. Let me know. I'll do it again. I'm going to say, say something. Come on. Why won't it let me? Let me know when you see me. I know some of you see me instantly because I think it's if you log in, I don't know. It's like the whole big thing. But anyway, we have a couple of viewers. I'm going to wait and see if anybody gives me the hi sign that you guys actually see me. So I'm here. Hi Marci, Happy New Year. Hi, Happy New Year. Happy 2016. Can you tell I'm excited? It's a brand new year, and I always feel like even though, like, maybe unless you're born on January 1st, it's really not like a new year for most of us, but it is. It's this opportunity, and that's what I really like about it. So I'm going to catch you guys up. We took a little hiatus because of the holidays, and I'm hoping that you guys had really great holidays. Let's see. I see you and your ex sweater. What are you, ex sweater? My pink sweater. Hi. Well, I'm glad you guys see me. So I'm assuming that the commercial is over and that we're all here together. So anyway, so we took some time off in order to celebrate the holidays, and my husband and I went on a long journey all across the state of Florida, up, down, zigzag, and we saw family, brand new family, actually 5-day-old family, new nephew, Liam. Sending good energy out to Liam. He had a fever today, and he's actually in the hospital right now, but we're told that he's doing great, and so we're just going to all collectively send little baby Liam some happy healing energy and know that he's going to be just fine. So John, my husband, and I came home, I don't even remember what day. It was a Monday. It was a week ago. Well, it was a week ago today. And we walked into the house, and we were basically assaulted with this like horrific odor, and we thought, wow, something's wrong with the cat. But it turns out that we had a massive flood in our basement, which also houses the recording studio. Those of you who have been tuning into the chats for some time now, you may remember I used to do the web chats from down there. We were having some Wi-Fi issues, so we moved upstairs, but now we've really moved upstairs because the basement is kind of off limits. Like, you have to wear like your hazmat suit to go down there. It's really not funny, but you know, here's the way I look at it. Nobody was hurt, including the kitty, and it looks like anything that was damaged is replaceable, which was my biggest fear. I'm going to be really honest with you guys. Like, when we first walked down and realized that it was a flood and not like the cat exploding, I started to cry because, you know, the recording studio is where I make my music, and I got very, very overwhelmed with this sense of like, why would this happen now? And you know, it's the holidays and good things are supposed to be happening. And you know, my husband, John, just said, listen, you know, take a deep breath. Well, not down there. We didn't want to take a deep breath. But he said, you know, collect yourself and we will figure this out. And of course he was right, and I knew that too. It's just, we just came back from this really great vacation, and we weren't really expecting to come home to something that crazy. So I'm trying to figure out right now where to look, because it looks to me like I'm looking to the side. I don't know. Does it look like if I look this way or that way? I don't know. I'll just keep talking. Anyway, so the flood happened. Like I said, nobody was hurt, and most important, well, that was the most important thing, but then secondly, the other important thing was that nothing of true value was damaged. The thing that took the biggest hit was the floor, and we already went and started getting some estimates and stuff, and you know, it's not money we were planning on spending, but it is what it is. So, hi Dave, I see you're anonymous this time. Oh, but you announced yourself. Oh, sexy sweater. Oh, see how stupid I am? Well, my husband would say, you're not stupid, you're naive. Like, it would never occur to me that anyone would consider me sexy, so I would never think that X meant sexy sweater. I'm thinking, do they think it's extra large? Because, you know, I ate a little bit of bad food on during the holidays, so maybe I look fat, and they're thinking, like, it's extra large. But, all right, I'll clear that out. So, here we are. We had this massive flood, and yet there's stuff that has to get done. You know, we've got this big CD release concert that's coming up on January 17th. And if you're in the area of Metro New York, Long Island, and you haven't gotten a ticket, please get a ticket. I made an arrangement with the venue. We're going to pre-sell this show, or else we don't have a show. So we need you guys to go out and buy your tickets and spread the word and get your friends to buy tickets, because not only are we going to have a full band, let's see if I can name everybody. Okay, we're going to have Jack Knight on bass and Anthony Palmas on guitar and Marshall Rosenberg on percussion and John Tobacco and Susan DeVita on background vocals. John Tobacco will also be playing some keys. And then we have a string quartet and some special guest appearances. So I'm gonna try and leave a little of that to your imagination, but buy your tickets. I think it's going to be amazing. It's at this incredible concert space, and I'm going to be playing an $80,000 handmade Shigera piano, grand piano, and there is a wine and cheese reception. So it's a deal. It's a bargain. Anonymous cause unable to sign in. Oh, so you're having technical difficulties. I see. Well, I'm glad that you're here, and welcome new viewers. If you're just tuning in, I'm Marci Geller, and basically this is my weekly chat. I pick a topic. It can be something I'm feeling challenged by or something I'm feeling inspired by, and we just throw it out to each other and discuss. And if you're figuring out how we discuss, there's a chat function depending on what kind of device you're using. If you're on a computer, I think that the chat is to my left. If not, then look on the right. If you're on like a smartphone or an iPad, I think you have to touch the screen, and there's like a little like thought bubble, and if you touch that, it will show you the chat, and then you can see what everybody is saying, so you don't think I'm insane just talking to myself. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about this idea of new year, new possibilities. And like I said up at the top, I feel like the new year is sort of like an opportunity for anyone to give themselves a do-over if you've been feeling like you haven't been, you know, living up to your best potential and being your best self. And, you know, I'm always very honest about this stuff. For me, it's like a day-to-day, I don't want to say challenge. It's a day-to-day, what's the word? Is it a challenge? I don't know. Maybe it is a challenge. It's a day-to-day I can't think of the word, experience where I'm constantly trying to be my best self. And I told you guys that, oh, let's see, we've got a comment here. No chat to your right. Oh, is the chat to the left? I don't know. See if you can find it. And like I said, if you're on a smart device, I'm not really sure. I like the hat. That's pretty hooky. are you going to wear during the concert? The answer to that question is it depends on how my hair comes out that day. If I'm having a bad hair day, there will be a hat. Oh, I just gave away a secret that yes, when I'm having a bad hair day, I wear hats. And you know, I've not been brave enough to wear them out very often, but I'm getting better at it. I'm like starting to be into this hat thing, and I think it's kind of cool. But I don't want to talk about hats. But thank you for the compliment. I want to talk about this idea of the new year, the new possibility, which is, of course, look, everything as a human being is based on perspective. You know, if we think that things are going great, well, they kind of are, you know what I mean? So I look at the new year as this opportunity to kind of sort of like reset your meter and, you know, start out with this, like this wide open space to just create anything that you want in your world, in your life, in your energy. So here's what I've been doing. I'm sorry, I keep reading. Chat is to your right. Okay. Chat is to, well, I'm not going to point because I think it's the opposite for what I see from what you guys see. But all right, so the chat is to my right. Just so in case you're looking for it, that's where it is. So here's what I've been doing. You know, I set up certain expectations for myself that I wanted to stay disciplined to because, you know, let's face it, during the holidays, it's really easy to kind of glide a little bit, you know, with our eating and our exercise. So it's really important to me to stay disciplined in certain areas and also to stay loose in other areas, you know, because I tend to be a very regimented person, and if my husband's watching, he's probably laughing because he says I measure everything, and he's kind of right. Like, I do measure things. How much did I sleep? How much did I exercise? How much did I eat? I think it's because my brain needs this sort of clarity, and I create clarity through the things that I do that sometimes require measurement. So, you know, I've talked about this before. I do my journal, I do my meditation, and I exercise. So I added something else. I have been running my set for the CD concert every day because even though I've played these songs like a gajillion times, I just want to walk out there and not have to think. I just want to experience everybody that's there and the energy and the musicians that I'm going to share the stage with and not have to think about, you know, what it is that I'm doing. So I guess I'm trying to create that automatic pilot. So I've been rehearsing every day. The other thing that I started doing yesterday, and it's something that you've heard me talk about in the past, is I embarked on another Fearless Songwriter Challenge. Ooh. Really crazy time to do it, and I have no expectations of completing it. I just wanted to see if I could... Oh.
Sorry, Marci, can you try that again in fewer words?
I just want you to see that Siri was dictating every single thing that I said because somehow she thought that I was trying to ask her to do something. That's really funny. I almost want to take a picture of this. I think I'm going to. And I did. I took a screen picture. And my volume is off, so I don't know why she's doing that. But anyway, trend of thought back. Okay, so I embarked on a Fearless Songwriter Challenge, not with this, like, you know, cruel expectation that I was going to write a song every day for 7 days, because I have to be honest, things are so chaotic right now. It's not just about running my set, it's all of the coordination and promoting that I'm doing to help get the word out about the concert that's eating up so much of my psyche and my time. So I decided to do it yesterday. Let's say I have a Special K commercial. Oh, you know, well, let me know when you see me again. I don't know, do you guys hear me when there's a Special K commercial? I don't know. It's like a weird thing. I tend to try and just keep talking because I record these and they do go up on YouTube, and so when people watch them after the fact, I don't want them, you know, watching me just sitting here like a bump on a log. But if there's a commercial, I don't want you to miss anything that I say that might have some merit or might connect with you. So I'm gonna just sort of chill a little bit. I don't know, are we still watching Special K? Patience, my friends, patience. Okay, well, I'm gonna just kind of forge forward. So the Fearless Songwriter Challenge, if you haven't heard me talk about it in the past, essentially it's an online group. It's a group on Facebook, and what happens is every single day they announce a song prompt, and you have that day to write and then post the song that you've written. Let's see. The commercial cuts your video feed completely. Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you for letting me know. I'm guessing that you're back. Okay, you're back. Hi. And of course, we lost a few viewers because they probably like tuned in and went, Special K? What are they trying to say? I look great. No more Special K. Okay. Anyway, I was talking about the Fearless Songwriter Challenge, just giving you a little overview of what it is in case you haven't heard me talk about it before. And in brief, it's a group that's online, and we get a song prompt once a day for 7 days straight. And each day when you get your prompt, you have until midnight that day to write a song and then post it on the online group. So you don't just write it, you actually record it. And, you know, it's so funny because I started it yesterday, and it was really, I knew that it was happening, and I of course went and looked at the prompt just to see if anything kind of connected, and of course it did, and I was like, damn, because really have a lot to do, and I should not be taking time to write a song. But I am telling you that other than one little revision tweak that my husband recommended, the song took like 15 minutes to write. And it's probably super goofy, but it's kind of cute, and I think it's very relevant. And I am going to play it tonight. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to play a song that I just wrote that I don't even know yet, just because I love you guys, and you know, I'm feeling a little wild because it's a new year. But I want to talk about the process of it, in that 2015 was a very productive year for me, but it wasn't my most prolific year for me. I've had years when I've written like tons and tons of songs, and this is funny. I'm going to show you this. This is a book that was given to me by Crystal Hardigan down in Florida, who does this showcase at the Broward Center that I was very honored to be a part of. And as a gift to all of us, she gave us each a book, you know, telling us to write. And if you, I don't know if it's backwards or not, but it's July 21st, 2013. And I had heard about, I wanted to fill it with songs. And so you can see I wrote, I am a fearless songwriter, because I heard about this Fearless Songwriter Challenge and I thought it was nutty. And, you know, see, thank you for your support, supporting the Songwriter Showcase. And you can see right here that I did my very, very, very first Songwriter Challenge on July 21st, 2013. And the very, very, very first song that I ever wrote during the Fearless Songwriter Challenge is She Was Happy Then. And if you have heard the recorded version because you got Square Peg, and you're really curious to hear how it started, if you go on SoundCloud and you find my channel, which is, you know, soundcloud.com/Marci Geller, you'll see that there's a whole bunch of playlists for the Fearless Songwriter Challenge, and they're labeled by date, and I think that one just says, you know, July, you know, Fearless Songwriter Challenge. And you can hear the demo, not only of She Was Happy Then, but there's a whole mess of songs that wound up on Square Peg that I wrote as part of the Fearless Songwriter Challenge, and that I have the original demos from when I first wrote them on SoundCloud, which I think is a remarkably brave thing to do, because as a songwriter, you know, it's not like you're making yourself naked enough just by like putting your songs out there, but to actually, you know, record this rough, scratchy demo the day that you write it, even if you're sick or not feeling good, just so that you have something etched out that the group can hear, and it's public, you know. The group is private, but the SoundCloud channel is public. So if you ever want to hear my songs before they make it into the recording studio or even a show, SoundCloud is where I very bravely reveal the first drafts of things. So that said, I'm going to talk to you about the one that I wrote yesterday for the first day of the first 2016 Fearless Songwriter Challenge. The prompt was, you ready? Well, should I give you the prompt, or we have like 4 minutes left. I know I've been talking a lot. Did you guys have any comments, questions? I usually like invite you, and I realize I sort of like took over the whole thing, and I apologize for that. I think it's just because I'm excited, and maybe because I had 2 cups of coffee today. One was decaf. But do you guys have any comments about like that idea of New Year, New Possibility? Do you think it's a bunch of hogwash? Does it inspire you in any way? I'm just curious to see if you guys have anything to say, because if not, then I'll go back to the song portion of our web chat. So I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm going to actually take some water, because it's freezing here. I don't know if you're all in New York, but it's so bitter cold today. We finally got winter, and so therefore the heat is on, and it's dry, so pardon me. All right, I'm not seeing any comments, so I'm going to guess that you guys just are happy to just sit back and watch me spin. So, okay. So here was the prompt for the first Fearless Songwriter Challenge of 2016. The prompt was after the holidays. And I immediately got that itch. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but sometimes when I'm writing, I get very itchy, literally, physically itchy. And I know that's when the songs are coming. And I don't know if it's psychological or if it's literally a physical response that I have to the cosmos sending me inspiration, but that's what happens to me. And I wrote this song called After the Holidays. Oh, it's a nice allusion to clean the slate and start new. Why not? Agreed. Thank you. So on that note, since we have limited time, I want to share this little song with you. It's very short, so we'll have a few minutes to talk afterwards. I am going to give all the disclaimers. Like, I literally wrote this yesterday. I'm still tweaking certain things. In fact, you know what? I remember a tweak that I didn't write down yet. So you're going to watch me. This is my writing process. I'm actually going to get rid of this and this. Okay, now it's perfect. Anyway, so I received the prompt after the holidays. I actually got it a little after midnight on Sunday morning, and I wrote it in about 15 minutes yesterday and played it for my husband. He suggested a tweak. I recorded it and put it up on SoundCloud, but now you guys are going to get to hear it live, and not in person, but in cyber person. So this is called After the Holidays. Oh, so the disclaimer is I wrote it yesterday. I've played it like twice. So there may be some little bumps. So just bear with me. I'm going to try and do this justice because I'm kind of excited about it. It starts out really low vocal. So here, let's try this. Okay. It's wrong key. Okay. After the holidays, when the house becomes so still and Christmas trees line the curb, dismantle the stockings, menorah in its box, the last of the leftovers warm the chill. I'll make you a promise that you'll promise to carry the magic the whole year through. Every day is a holiday when I share it with you. After the holiday, the sun appears so small when presents turn into bills. up, thumbs down. Don't tell me if it's thumbs down. Just tell me if it's thumbs up. But not bad, right? For like 15 minutes and having a whole bunch of stuff that I'm like tending to in my life, and you know, still popped out a song. I'm happy with myself. I have to be honest. That it makes me feel like, well, I'll tell you what, I woke up this morning and went, you know, I just want to wake up every morning and write a song. I don't want to do anything else anymore. And if I could figure out how to pay the bills doing that, that's what I would do. That would be my next venture. So, okay, so Special K and pork commercial as well as middle section. Oh, no, really? Did you guys miss the whole song? I could do it again. It's only 2 minutes long. Did you hear it? Oh, that makes me sad. That's weird that they're showing. I think they're like Ustream is like punishing me. They're like, oh, you know, she still hasn't, you know, bumped up to professional and paying us, you know, gajillions of dollars a month. So we're going to just put more and more commercials during her feed, which makes me sad. But anyway, I hope that you got to hear it a bit up to the middle section. All right, you know what? I'm going to take it from the bridge then, because I like the bridge. So, the holidays, when I share it with you. Unto our porch that twinkles and glows, untangle ribbons, untie the bows. After the holiday, there's a moment of peace before returning to work. I'll make you a promise that you promised to carry the magic the whole year through. Every day is a holiday when I share it with you. Every day is a holiday when I share it with you. Ta-da! There you go, Ustream. Yes, I heard it. Very nice. Thank you, Dave. So, listen, guys, we've got about 45 seconds left. Thank you for joining me in the beginning of 2016. I feel really happy that like we're starting the year off together. And, you know, it's my intention to do this every single week unless I'm on the road. And you know, share with you guys, and maybe I'll have like 7 more songs next time. I don't know. We'll see. This would have worked well on the Snappy Holiday Collection. I agree, because like who's written after the holidays, right? Anyway, I love spending this time with you. You guys always set up a fabulous week. I hope that I give you guys some good energy too. And you know, if you haven't signed up for my mailing list, above me, if you are inspired to give a little tip because you're happy and you feel sad about my flooded recording studio, that's below me. Most of all, join me next week and then get your tickets for the CD release concert on January 17th. It's in Melville, New York. It's going to be really crazy good. And I think that's it. See you next week. Bye.